Hello. Welcome, everyone, to the October Songwriter stream. It's the third Tuesday of the month, so Jason and I are back once again. Subbing for our usual third host, Annie Stone, we have this random guy above us, Teddy Cosmo. Teddy, who are you and why are you here?
Hi, so I'm filling in for Annie tonight. She wasn't feeling too good. She lost her voice. I am a musician in New York City. I'm also an audio engineer as well.
All right. Thank you, Teddy, for subbing in last minute. And joined, we actually have another substitution. We have one of our special guests who we booked like 7 months ago who's joining us from Austin, Texas. We have Sonya Jevette. Hey, Sonya.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. And then two, I never know which way to point. That way. That guy over there, Jeremy Huband, is subbing for an old friend, Jeff Petescia, who had a last-minute scheduling snafu. So we're just like all over the place. How are you, Jeremy?
I'm good, and I'm shocked that you actually got my last name correct. Most people don't pronounce it right, and there was no prep for that either. You just rolled with it. That was awesome.
That was a lucky guess, but don't give me too much credit. I'm sure to mispronounce it many times over the course of the next 2 hours.
No
so,
way.
Those of you at home, thank you for tuning in with us. We're going to get started right now with our first song from one of this month's special guests. Sonya, please start us off.
Thank you so much, Phil. Hello out there in internet world. This song is called Endless Summer Nights. It was from my last album. Previous album. The thought is being on a beach with sparkly starry skies. Endless summer nights. Turned the corner, looked around. There you were, staring back at me. Stars in your eyes. I've been waiting all my life. Endless summer nights. Destiny's calling. She's telling me, don't you be no lone ranger. To follow, follow, follow. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. I know destiny's calling. She's telling me, would you like raspberry green tea? Ooh, something good to eat. Take a breath, hold my hand. Put our toes in the sand by the fireplace, so I can watch the stars in your eyes. Endless summer nights. I know destiny's calling. She's telling me, wanna kiss like I did when sex didn't matter. And ooh, stars in your eyes. There is nothing better. endless summer nights. I know destiny is calling. She is telling me. Think about it much.
All right, fantastic.
Your voice is absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. Great. Appreciate you.
Is the name of that song "Endless Summer Night"?
Correct.
Yeah. And which album is that on, Sonya?
Wait a minute. Let me think about it. It is on the Stand Up, Speak Out album.
Stand Up,
Other Side of the
Speak
Pandemic.
Out.
There we go.
All right.
It's the only one I made an actual album out of, like vinyl. I did a vinyl run.
Oh, nice. That was fantastic. Wow, thank you. All right, now our evening is officially kicked off. So if you're joining us from home, tuning in, welcome again. The format of this stream is it's basically a songwriter round. So we're each going to sing one song and then pass the baton on to the next guest. So everyone you see before you right now, over the course of the next 2 hours, we'll sing about 3 songs each, and probably our 2 special guests, Sonya and Jeremy, will have enough time at the end for a bonus song, so we'll get 4 songs from them and 3 songs from the rest of us. So without further ado, our other special guest this month, Jeremy Huband.
Got it right again. How about that? I'm gonna follow up. This one's a little bit more of a kind of like funky, but this song is called "Tripped Out." There's a strange confusion that clouds this place. She's wearing a smile across her face, and what this is I just can't explain. I'm tripped out. I'm tripped out. And what am I to make of signs? Feel like I'm a puppet and I'm tangled in twine. I'm tripped out, yeah. I'm just tripped out now. Oh, say you feel the same, 'cause I will love, 'cause I will love. And there's something through my veins. I'm going crazy, I'm going crazy over you. I've asked around for a clue, if I could have anything that leads me to you. But have I run out of time? If I could just see what's on your mind, I would not find all of this trouble. And I'm tripped out, yeah. Now say you feel the same, 'cause I will love, 'cause I will love. And there's something through my veins. I'm going crazy, I'm going crazy. It's some kind of tripped out, some kind of tripped out. Now say you feel the same, 'cause I will love, I just want to love. But there's something through my veins. I think I'm crazy, I'm just crazy over you. Yeah, tell. There's some kind of confusion. I'm tripped out. I'm tripped out.
Whew!
Song.
Damn!
Nice, man. Really
All
good.
right.
That's fantastic. The name of
Thank
that
you.
song is Tripped Out.
Yes.
Is that available anywhere?
I'm working on my first album. I'm so fortunate to have some people on TikTok that are super stoked to hear what I've got to release. And my first album is going to be called Garden in the Gutter. And it's hopefully releasing by the end of the year. Making an album is tougher than I thought it would be. But yeah, it will be.
For sure.
Man,
For sure.
fantastic.
My last one.
And Jeremy, please tell the audience how old you are.
I am 19 years old. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I know you didn't ask that, but typically they go hand in hand. I've been playing music for probably about 3 years, and yeah, 19 and just doing whatever I can to have some fun.
You're in Richmond right now?
Correct.
Little known fact. So before we went live with the stream, Jeremy was asking us who some of our influences are. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm obsessed with Bruce Springsteen. And back in the day when Bruce was, even before the E Street Band, when he had his pre-E Street bands, he was in a band called Steel Mill, and all the Jersey Shore musicians, they had two places where they could barely make enough money to thrive, to survive on music. One was the Jersey Shore, and two was Richmond, Virginia. So Richmond, Virginia, for a while was like known as a home away from home for a whole scene of New Jersey musicians, and those were basically the only two places they could go back and forth and play.
Wow.
I don't know why, but Jeremy, does Richmond have a cool music scene?
I have had I found that for me, because I just started gigging. I opened up for a lot of people last summer, and then for me opening for them was able to land me a couple of. I started the year off with 2 gigs, and I ended up playing a handful, which was good. I find most of my success in Lynchburg and surrounding areas around Lynchburg. I played at Star Hill Brewery, a place called Silverback. But Richmond, I have not had as much success, especially since when I'm calling places trying to set stuff up. Oh, we haven't done stuff since before COVID. So COVID was still lingering around and hurting live music, unfortunately.
Wow, well, fantastic. I really enjoyed listening to that and excited to hear more from you.
Thank you.
Tonight. All right, so that brings us to my turn. I'm Phil Robinson. Jason, before I sing my song, would you throw up my flyer, please? I've been all week, I've been hard at work preparing, promoting, selling tickets, and spamming the world with this benefit concert that I'm involved with on Thursday. Once a year, I team up with the charity organization ALTSO, which stands for A Leg to Stand On, and they provide relief to children in developing countries with mobility needs. So they basically provide wheelchairs, crutches, prosthetic limbs, orthotic braces, access to rehabilitative health care. So a lot of musicians in the New York music scene, we team up once a year. We put on this big concert at Hard Rock Cafe. Tickets are $220, but it goes to a good cause. And usually this event is so successful, it raises close to $1 million each year. This is the 20th year that it's happening. It is this Thursday. A lot of our New York musicians will be there. So if you're watching this stream, if you're in New York City, please swing by on Thursday. Donate your money for a good cause. Hard Rock Cafe, because they have all the corporate sponsors for this benefit. It's an open bar for 5 hours, so $220. If you go out for a night on the town in Manhattan, you're going to spend $220 anyway. You might as well help some children gain access to the health care they need. So that's this Thursday. All right, thank you, Jason. That was my little blurb. I'm going to start off with a cover song. Here's a song I'm going to perform on Thursday, so I will practice it now. All right. going to take my... If you've ever been shopping at a Duane Reade or a Rite Aid, you've heard this song play over the PA while you've been walking up and down the aisles. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. Give the song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard. Just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote for you could take your breath away, I'd write them all. Even more in love with me you'll fall. We'll have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far. They've got trains and planes and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends will all make fun of us. We'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time that we are through, the world will never ever be the same. And you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school. I'll be making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Oh, 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 oh,
Yeah, Phil. Woo!
Very nice.
Sing with a lot of
thank you.
emotion, man. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's a song I play occasionally, and I figure it'll be a good one to do on Thursday. It's fun to... I love, when it comes to making a playlist or making a set or sequencing an album, it's to me, the most interesting moment is when one song ends and it had a whole energy, and the next song begins and it has a completely different energy, and it's like the whole world changes. So I like to.
It's art within itself, right? To
Yeah.
sequence an album, for sure.
And what I've noticed when I play like a big loud venue or a bar is you play like a really loud, aggressive rock song, and it sort of gets people's attention. But when you follow it up with a very gentle, elegant, quiet song, it kind of draws people in. So, Hey There, Delilah is the one that the loud, boisterous venue usually becomes silent on that one. Jason, trivia for you. You know why I first learned that song?
Why'd you first learn it? That's an interesting question, actually.
Our mutual friend, where we all met each other many years ago, who I dated for many years, her sister was getting married in Texas, and it's her sister's favorite song. So she asked myself and her sister to perform this at the wedding. She was singing it, and I had to learn the guitar part to accompany her. So we learned it for this wedding, and then we used to perform it, the two of us, and then we broke up, and then I thought, hey, I already know the guitar part of this song. I should just learn to sing it, even though it was kind of out of my range. But through singing it for years, my vocal range expanded, so now I could kind of hit it. But that's where it comes from. It comes from our old mutual friend's sister's wedding. It was the song we sang at her wedding by her request.
That's awesome.
All right, I will shut up now and turn it over to Jason. It's your turn.
Meaning for it to be in your repertoire comes into it, which is cool.
What's that?
When you don't even mean it to be in your repertoire, but just life kind of takes you in a direction, you learn the tune, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll do this, you know? There's something random about it, but cool, so.
Yeah, you'll learn a song for a special occasion, and sometimes that song that you learned you thought was a one-off becomes one of the new songs you'll play at every show for the next 10 years.
Right.
All right, over to you, Jason.
Over to me. I'm motioning somebody in right now. And some of you.
You'll never guess who it is.
Our old friend Luette.
Hey, special
Hi,
guest
guys.
star.
Special
Wait,
guest.
Oh, there.
Oh yeah, I can move this too.
Oh, I don't care. I don't need to be with him.
Candid camera. I think it's good.
I know it's not time for my close-up.
So we'll do.
Welcome to my life first?
Well, no. Let's do, since you have the violin, let's do Morning Sun. Woo!
By the way, this is one of my favorite Jason Vitelli originals. I think you're gonna
Thank
like it.
you. You're very sweet. Let me move this over slightly more.
It's a good thing that you said his last name. Otherwise, we would have been wondering which Jason you were referring to.
Oh, is there another Jason?
There's like so
No.
many Jasons.
There
What?
can be only one. No, I'm just kidding. Jason, don't worry about it.
We know that Jason Vitelli is the best Jason.
All right. This is called Morning Sun. 1, 2, 3. Trying to validate my intentions, trying to unleash insinuation, and waiting till the morning sun. Trying to feel the weight of my intentions, to allow them no absolution, and waiting till the morning sun. Someday we'll find that place where baby tigers sneak under leaves and light, waiting for the morning sun. Swaying eyes as wide as a roly-poly, just rocking to the rolling sun, waking up to the lance of the lot. As I fall backwards, it feels so hard, rocking to the rolling sun. Running along the beach, waves a shimmer and a sparkle until they drop, sleeping under lovely love. Bits and pieces swell into emotions, spin a tapestry of sweet conversation. Wait until the evenings come. Ships are sailing upon our blue sea. It's about time for afternoon tea. Wait until the evenings come. Someday we'll find that place where those tigers sneak under shooting stars, waiting for the morning glow, glow, glow.
That was fantastic.
Highland playing. I just got home from work and I jumped on it. But it's hard not to join Jason Vitelli on his songs.
Thank you. It's always fun to do it with you.
So many questions. What's a roly-poly?
So when I think of Weeblers wobble, but they don't fall down in a rocking horse. Is that kind of right?
Yeah.
A little baby of those two things? Imagine if you will.
Something like that.
That's
That
a great
explains
tune.
it.
I wanted to play lead with that.
So glad, because I didn't even understand what I just said.
I know what a weeble is. We have them here in Texas.
All right, fantastic, Jason Vitelli and Louette. Are we going to have more Louette guest appearances tonight?
Yeah, one more.
Fantastic. All right. So that was Jason Vitelli and the lovely Louette on the weekends. Which brings us now to our third host, Annie Stone, who's not here, but subbing for Annie, we have Teddy Cosmo. So, Teddy Cosmo, please live up to all of the Annie hype.
Oh boy, here we go. My name is Teddy Cosmo. I'm here from New York City. Happy to be joining y'all. This song is called Lockjaw. Talk to me, naturally be sharp, my love, be quick. No one else can hear me, no one else can handle it. And I'll think about you casually as I crawl into bed. And suffer plastic melodies flow freely through my head. And I need sleep, I won't get it. I need to eat and I can't do it. But I feel my soul begin to crack in my body. pushing through it all. Oh, oh, oh. Won't you save my mind from alkaline skies and inner wounds? I want a brand new body. This one feels overdue. How about you? What would you do? Could you stay true if it were you? Oh, and if you are so adamant that I should stay a while, won't you teach me to stand tall or to conjure up a smile? You never know when they'll need it, but as long as they see it, well, they will not ask questions. They'll be eager to believe it. Lay me down. Won't you let me get some rest? Lay me down. I've got nothing more to give. Lay me down. Lay me down. Lay me down. Down, 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 down. All right.
Woo!
Thank you.
Well, Teddy, when Annie texted me earlier and said that she could not do tonight, but offered you up in her place, she said, "Oh, use Teddy. He's got an amazing voice." And you did live up to her hype.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. I really appreciate it.
Did I see correctly when I checked out your Instagram? Did you go to Berklee School of Music?
Yeah, I'm currently going there right now to pursue an audio engineering degree and production degree. I'm doing their online program because I wanted to be in New York instead of Boston.
Oh, okay. So you're doing engineering. I was going to ask if you're there as a vocalist. So I've known a lot of people. No.
No.
Okay. I've known a lot of people who've come through there, on their instruments, but I haven't met any vocalists. But I guess I still don't. I'm discovering that you're doing audio engineer.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention, Phil, as a wheelchair user, I really, really appreciate the charity showcase that you're doing this week. So anyone that's watching the stream in New York, if you're able, you should definitely go because it's a really good cause.
Thank you for saying that, Teddy. I have the easy part. I just show up and sing a few songs and I promote some stuff online. But also the organization, they've been at it for over 20 years. Wow. And they've provided aid for over 22,000 children, mostly in the developing world, Latin America, Africa, Asia. Mm-hmm. But thank you for saying that.
Of course.
All right. For those of you watching at home, this is the Songwriter Stream. We do this once a month on the third Tuesday of every month. Myself and Jason, and usually our third host, Annie Stone, who Teddy is filling in for tonight, and two special rotating guests. So right now, you're watching us either on Facebook, on Instagram, or YouTube. So whichever platform you're on, please do all the usual things, do all the likes, do all the shares, subscribes. This video is going to live forever on the Roomful of Sky YouTube channel and also on the Roomful of Sky Facebook page. So if there's a performance you like and you want to revisit or share with a friend, you'll be able to find it there in perpetuity. All right, so we just completed our first round. Let's move on to the second one, kicking things off again. We'll keep the same order. Our second song of the evening from Sonya.
Well done, fellas. Well done. Well done. Did you say perpetuity? Perpetuity? $5 word.
Perpetuity. As I started saying the word, I thought that was not a wise move because it's very hard to pronounce saying it out loud.
My brain went purr. Thank you so much for having me. This is song number 4 or 5 on the Other Side of the Pandemic album that I have out. And the song is called Louisiana Lucy, because I got a dog during the pandemic because I figured I was never going outside again. And she's a rescue dog. And I was already creating this song when I met her. So I sang it to her for a good 20 minutes before she let me come near her. It's quite funny. But now, of course, she won't leave my side. Look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. Here comes high stepping Louisiana Lucy through the door. She's ready to go outside and walk some more. Get up and let's go. Get up, ooh, let's go. Get up, let's head on down the road. Grand Rising, Austin, Texas, 7 a.m., chilly weather. Lucy stretches out, looks up at me as if to say, get up and let's go. Get up and let's go. Chase down the squirrels, roll in the grass. Soak up the sunshine, Lucy, don't eat the trash. We got to show more love and compassion. You may see me struggle, but you never see me quit. Got to go through the nose to get to the bag. Get to the bag. Get to the bag, 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 bag. Here comes high stepping Louisiana Lucy through the door. She's ready to go outside and walk some more. Come here, girl. Don't eat that. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Here comes high stepping Louisiana Lucy.
Is that basically the true story of the dog that you gained during the pandemic?
Absolutely.
And that's her name, Louisiana
Her name
Lucy?
is Louisiana Lucy, yes.
I love that you're speaking to her. It's just so cute. At the end of the song.
She's been to 75 of my shows on stage.
70.
On stage.
Yep.
Does that make her your biggest fan, or do you have people who've seen more of your
She's
shows?
my biggest fan. She's my biggest fan. That's why she's right here at my feet.
Oh, there right now? Does she recognize her song?
She don't care right now. She's like, I heard that before, Mama. I've heard that before.
All right. Well, before we move on, let's spend a moment with you, Sonya. We met you through a friend we have a mutual friend in Austin, Texas, where you live, who is Sierra Vernon, another fantastic singer-songwriter. I met Sierra about 10 years ago when she was living in New York for a couple of years, and then she moved back to Austin, did some other traveling. So now every couple of years I'll fly out to Austin and do a show. Jason and I did that recently this year, and every once in a while Sierra flies out to New York and does a show. So meeting you now, we're expanding our circle of Austin friends. So how do you know Sierra?
Singer-songwriter, I've probably had the chance to meet her for booking, because I also do live music booking for artists in town.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably how I met her.
Okay. And tell us about what you have going on for yourself.
I put out a new album like July of this year, but I also put out a new album in December of last year. So putting out too much material can be bad. But this last album, I wanted to learn how to do all the things myself. So I wrote it, I produced it, I mixed it, and recorded it all myself. And the last one's called the Turquoise album. And I'm just doing a new video on it. The song is called I'm No Longer Numb. And one of the lines in the song is the elephant in the room. And there's an elephant reserve here in Austin, Texas. So I went and did some video shooting there for the video itself. So it'll be cool. It'll be coming out soon. It's being edited right now.
You have live elephants in your video?
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh,
I
wow.
went to the elephant reserve here in Austin. Well, Fredericksburg, really.
Oh, fantastic.
The only time we would see live elephants in New York is back in the day when they had elephants in the Ringling Brothers, I believe, circus. They walked them through the Midtown Tunnel into the city for their residency at, was it Madison Square Garden, I think?
Yeah.
Phil, you used to live like right over there where the elephants would walk, I think.
Yeah, I lived right over the Queens Midtown. I moved to New York. I looked out my window one midnight, and there were like literally an elephant parade in the street.
Fun.
But then people figured out that circuses who use animals are generally very cruel. So those circuses have gone away, and now we have Cirque du Soleil circuses with virtuosic acrobatics and whatnot.
Which I prefer.
There's elephant reserves here in Fredericksburg. Pretty cool. Maybe over 100 acres
So
of land.
the elephant
these
reserves,
elephants.
they're rescues, most of those elephants?
That part, I don't know if they're rescues. They're Asian elephants because they got little ears and not the big giant ears like African elephants. And there was three of them on there, and they were all girls. And I know one of them was named Lily, and the other one's named Rose. We got to scrub them and watch them eat food. It was pretty amazing, and touch them. That was amazing. I was like, oh, this is different.
One more question. You said that for this album, you called it, I think, the Turquoise album, you wanted to do everything yourself?
I did everything myself on this album.
And what was the most challenging aspect of everything?
Learning how to master as well as mix.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, so you also, okay. A lot of times when people say they do everything, they leave out mastering. They're like, I'll do everything, but we don't have to do mastering. The real technical person could do that, but you did that as well.
I did everything, and then I left the mastering to somebody else just because I couldn't trust my ears anymore. But
I did it.
It's a great thing to be able to do everything.
I did it because I wanted to know that I could, and I would just go forward or up from where I'm at. I don't know everything. I definitely don't know everything, but I did enough to make it happy, make it sound good for me.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
And I just love that attitude, just that's like a growth mindset of like, I'll do this thing and maybe, it won't come out the best 100 out of 100, but I'll be farther along than where I am now. And that's, I aspire to that kind of activity and attitude as well. That's awesome. I'll definitely. So that's already out. I could go and listen to the Turquoise album now.
Yes, everything Sonya Jevette. So if it's Spotify, Pandora, what's that thing called? Not Sonic. So something with an S. It's on there.
Did you say
Not
Spotify?
One of those free ones.
Oh,
Can't think. One of those players. SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Yeah. Very cool, Sonya. All right. Well, thank you for those of you at home tuning in, enjoying Sonya's music. We'll have a couple more songs from Sonya before the end of our stream. So let's move along now to Jeremy Huband once again from Richmond, Virginia, who's going to blow us away with another amazing song that he tossed off in his sleep while playing guitar 12 hours a day during the pandemic.
This song I wrote it all in one day. I wrote it while I was at work because my coworkers were talking about what's their favorite food to eat at the beach, and I wrote it all. A song's called Sun Drops, and there's a line in it that a lot of people don't understand, but I like to go to the Outer Banks, and there's a place called Duck Donuts where you can get a maple bacon donut. And for some reason, every time my family goes to the beach, we always eat the maple bacon donuts. So if I'm writing a song about the beach, I gotta toss something about that in there. Anyways, thank you so much, Phil. And this song is called Sun Drops.
Sun.
I'm peeling away from today. I've been pulled in every which way. Turn off your phone and turn up the music. I've grown so homesick, but I can dream of castles in sand, and I can dream of a faraway land where I'll be kicking off my flip-flops, and I'll be soaking up sun drops. I am miles and miles away from the beach, but in my mind it's all in reach. Hold the shell up to your ear. How many waves can you hear? I close my eyes, I begin to think. If I could have anything, what would I drink? And I'll be cruising to the donut shops, and I'll be soaking up sun drops. I am miles and miles away from the beach, but in my mind it's all in reach. But in my mind it's all in reach. Something were to come of this wishing, me and my friends, we'd be gone fishing, right where the tide greets my chair. And I can smell the salt surfing through the air. And I'll be kicking off my flip-flops, and I'll be soaking up sun drops. I am miles and miles away from the beach, but in my mind it's all in reach. And I'll be cruising to the donut shops, and I'll be soaking up sun drops. I am miles and miles away from the beach, but in my mind it's all in reach. But in my mind it's all in reach. In reach.
Woo! Fantastic.
Thank you.
Did you know you have a fan in Belgium who just chimed in? We have someone's songs from the Rua Room. Enjoying the show over in Belgium, folks. Songwriters rule. Hello to the Rua Room.
That's really, really cool. That's awesome. I love connecting with people. I like the internet's a cool thing. Like when it comes to connect, I've met people in like Australia and like really, really cool. It's like, I don't know, it's awesome.
Well, how did you meet us, Teddy Cosmo?
Do you mean that for me or for Jeff?
I'm sorry. Jason. I think you threw the wrong name up there on the bottom third.
Oh,
I was
geez, I'm
just reading
sorry.
that. Sorry about that.
Me and Teddy can switch names. It's no worries. I'm Teddy.
Yeah, we can
I,
swap. No worries.
As I said the name,
You look more like a Teddy. I think that's why I chose it.
as I read the name, I'm like, wait, I'm confused. What's going on here? Yes. Okay. Sorry. How do we know you, Jeremy Huband? If that really is your name.
But I was connected through you guys through Jeff Petescia, and I met Jeff through TikTok, and that's where I post a lot of my stuff, and that's where I find a lot of my successes through TikTok, and because a lot of people like the short stuff that they can get and then keep scrolling. But regardless, Jeff couldn't be here, and he thought of me, and that was very kind of him, and he's got a phenomenal band as well called the Cold Weather Company, and I watched Brian and I think Steve did this stream as well. If I remember,
All three of them have now. Yeah.
yeah, they're really good band. Me and Jeff really connected over our love for Dave Matthews. So Jeff connected me to Phil, and then now I'm here.
All three of the members of Cold Weather Company, they're all fantastic individually.
Yes,
And
they are.
I have not, and they're all like very distinct
Yes,
voices,
so different.
writing style, playing style. I have never seen a Cold Weather Company show with the three of them together, but I'm really curious to.
I am
to
too.
go.
I wish I lived. I think they're based out of New Jersey. So
They are, yeah. So what else, Jeremy?
Going off of working on albums and stuff, I feel like so elementary compared to Sonya, because she says that she can do everything herself, which is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm just shocked by that. But me, on the other hand, I'm so fortunate. I had posted one of my songs on Facebook, and someone was like, "Hey, let's record some stuff," and I was so fortunate for that. And I've been literally sitting in like a studio, just playing a song, and all right, don't move. We'll move the mics for you. The only thing that I had to learn was how to play with a metronome, and that's the only thing that I've really picked up. Other than that, you got me. You know what I mean? So to see Sonya pursue what I'm trying to pursue, but she is able to, like, that's really awesome. That's really cool. And,
Brother Jeremy, you make sure you go get some music business books and learn how to protect your music.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Go and do all of the business part of this crazy life.
Correct. I agree. And I'm going off of making albums. I'm, like I had said, I don't know if I'd said it before, but I'm making an album as well. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the year, and that song will be on it. The album is called Garden in the Gutter, and it's been so fun to make, but it's been very challenging because, it's not just me and a guitar. It's me, and I've got some friends that are helping me. My dad even has played the drums on it. It was like really awesome as well. And I've made some really good friends playing different instruments on it, and it's really fun. It's just really fun.
That's the key, to have fun.
Fantastic.
With it.
All right. Well,
If it's challenging,
we will.
You got to find those moments where you could just have a good time with it.
Oh yeah, I love it when I'm like in there playing a song. We're trying to figure stuff out, and then stuff will start to flow, and then melodies that I didn't have that someone else has, they come together, and everything is just like, oh my god, this is so much better than when I was just playing. Like, it's like really fun to just create with people. Yeah, get the creative juice flowing.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. I will have to check out your TikTok. I only really posted my first TikTok video like a couple months ago.
I've been on it for about a year now, and the once you get to, like, the key is once you get to 1,000 followers, you get to go live, and
Yeah.
I've loved just going live and just hanging out with people from around the world, literally. Like, it's just so fun to be able to connect with people like that, and I think, like, I owe even TikTok, and like I said, I met Jeff through TikTok as well. So yeah, it's a great platform to connect with people.
All right, Mr. Bullfrog Music.
Yep, Jeremiah
Let's
was
see.
a bullfrog.
Ah.
Frog
Thought I was
music.
clever with that.
All right, that brings us to me.
And Jeremy,
before
sorry
the
again
stream-
about messing up your name on there. I was having some audio problems, so I think my mind was a little scattered there.
You're all good. Teddy
But you
Cosmos
look
is
like a
such
Teddy.
Cosmo is such a cooler name than Jeremy Huband.
I don't know, man. Your name is cool too.
We all have cool names. All right, so I'm going to take out my earbuds now. Before we turn the stream live, Jeremy was asking us who our biggest influences are. I already mentioned mine is Bruce Springsteen. I grew up in working class New Jersey, so I was like destined from birth to worship Bruce's music, and his music really saved my life. You know, I was a very depressed 15-year-old in high school with a very dysfunctional family, all kinds of stuff going on, and all of the resources or institutions or that would be there to help a young 15-year-old find his way in the world were either absent or broken down or not working well. But the thing that was able to reach 15-year-old me and communicate with me in a way that really got through everything and spoke to me directly was the music of Bruce. Specifically, his album from 1978, Darkness on the Edge of Town. Now, I'm not going to sing a Bruce song, but I'm going to sing an original song. But in my mind, this is probably one of... You could probably listen to this song and then tell, yeah, the guy that wrote that song is a Bruce Springsteen fan. So, okay. The world is not fair. Some of us are born with a lot. Some of us are born with very little. This is a song about someone who's born with a lot. It's called Fortunate Son. I was born into this world, a child of some wealth. Never had to worry for possessions or for health. Sheltered from the world, I'd go to any length. Addicted to the comfort I once mistook for strength. I'm just another fortunate son. Just another fortunate son. In my place, take any other one. I went away to school, learned myself a trade, traveled on a path that I found ready-made, traded my ambitions just to have some fun. Now I lay awake and wonder, is this all that I've done? Just another fortunate son. Just another fortunate son. In my place, take any other one. Now I think of the ones who started with less, who had to work hard to make their success, who've done much more with much less than me. And I look at the ways I coddle myself, all the endless escapes that cover my shelves, drain away my vitality. 'Cause I'm just another fortunate son. Just another fortunate son. In my place, take any other one. All right. Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? When I look in the mirror, what do I see? Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? When I look in the mirror, what do I see? Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? Do I like what I see when I look in the mirror? When I look in the mirror, what do I see? Hey now I see a man who runs from his fears, hides from the world, his soul disappears. It's like I've lived as somebody else. But damned if I'm gonna go on in that way. Let myself live another false day. It's time that I ask more of myself. Yes, it's time that I ask more of myself. How can I ask more of myself?
Nice.
I would call that song epic. It's got an epic quality to it. It's a saga. You know? It's like coming to terms with your privilege. You know, and I think it's cool.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, that was great. Excellent storytelling.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. You could sort of tell that I grew up listening to Bruce, probably, because a Springsteen album is almost like a novel, where each song is a short story. So he'll sort of have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and he'll sort of chart the development or the journey of one character through different situations, and as one's perspective evolves going through different experiences. So for me, I would really pay so much attention to the lyrics of song. Like, the music is almost besides the point. You could just give me the lyrics on a lyric sheet and I would read it as a poem or as a short story, and if I responded to it, then it was a good song, and if I didn't, then it didn't matter. And so that's definitely my starting point as a songwriter, is very much just to be concerned with the story that the song is telling. So that's music to my ears to get feedback like that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. Did you all notice me eating my hair as I was singing the song?
No.
That's why I never. This is rare. I always put my hair up in the ponytail when I sing, because otherwise it all goes in my mouth, and that was definitely happening during that performance.
That's exactly why I have
tell.
mine up right now.
Yeah. I mentioned before the stream that I'm cutting my hair very short again soon, so I'm just kind of enjoying having it all out before I say goodbye. So tonight I'll eat some hair. All right, Jason Vitelli, that brings us to you, sir.
So I got Louette is back to do another tune. There she is. So let me put the correct name up here, because I don't have a good track record tonight. This one we just started. I recorded this for my last album, but I just started playing it again with our band, this big sticky band, and it's been so much fun to do it. Can't wait to do it live. Well, this is really the first time we've done it live.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna mess it up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really gonna try.
if we mess it up, we'll have fun messing it up. So it's called "Welcome to My Life, comma, Healing," and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Boom, ba, boom, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Welcome to my life, healing. Those words you said hit me over there, just like a touch of your cool lips. And I can't feel unrest, but I will say that I am no longer alive with the fire and the brimstone.
The fire and brimstone.
Days are long gone, can't even remember the last time that we fought. Picture so perfect, just like in the magazines, the American dream. It's a moment to last, but I'm not really quite ready. Oh no, I'm not really quite ready. Oh no, I'm not really quite ready for it to pass. Oh, 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 oh. We go
Up the spire, over the wire,
higher and higher, as we climb past the clouds of our discontent to the place we can go
Welcome to my life.
healing. Those words you said hit me over the head, just like the caress of your cool lips upon mine. Oh, 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 oh. Often I can't feel unrest, but I will say again that I am no longer alive with the fire and the brimstone.
The fire and brimstone.
Those days are long gone, can't even remember the last time that we fought. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life, healing. Welcome to my life. Yeah,
That was nice.
well,
Guys,
we're not
this
doing
is the
it
second
together.
time we've rehearsed it. The
So-
last time
Wow.
was Sunday
Yeah,
at our band practice. After about 4 years. But that was really fun.
yeah.
That was so groovy.
Anyway, I'm gonna grab some beer, but I am listening through my streaming, even though it's kind of weird because it's delayed. But anyway, get on with it. I'm gonna be tuning in.
Hey,
Oh,
Jason, you're
something.
Jason.
What
Getting the
happened?
names wrong. Getting the names wrong is contagious. I accidentally typed in. I was thinking about Jeremy. I typed in Jeremy Vitelli rather than Jason Vitelli.
There probably I think there is a Jeremy Vitelli around
Oh my
somewhere,
goodness.
so that's okay.
I'm very. I'm very sleep deprived. I usually know Jason's name after 15 years.
That's okay. I forgive you, Phil. We all have our moments.
Okay.
But thank you for listening.
Who is Soundbite Production?
Soundbite production.
Hello, Soundbite Production.
Thank you,
They had
Sally.
something.
I appreciate that.
They had something to say after my song as well.
Yes, well done, Phil.
Whoever you are, Soundbite
Well done.
Production, thank you for tuning in and thank you for the kind words. So, Jason Vitelli, whatever your name is, who are you? Who are you really? Do you even know?
You know, it's funny. I was putting together an artist bio for my releases that I'm doing right now, and I oftentimes will hire someone to write a bio, and then I'll do drafts alongside them because it's kind of better to sometimes have someone else write about you because you can hear. You know, this guy would interview me for an hour, and then he'd write basically based on his notes about me. But anyway, the end of it, I came up with this line. It was exactly what Phil said. Maybe I'll be someone totally different next week, you know. And I think my belief is that we're all constantly evolving, and sometimes we don't know what we're evolving into, and it's an exciting thing, but it also can be kind of scary. But
Yeah.
that's the way I don't even know who I am. I think other people probably know me better than I know me. So
I think that's an awesome concept, and like there, I love how you talked about Bruce Springsteen, and I love how people fall in love with an artist, and for me, it's Dave Matthews, and he has a song about that, about we don't know who we are. You could have been anyone. You could have been on the other side of the planet. You could have not been here. You could have been, and
is that
I just
Dancing
love that
Nancy?
concept. Yeah, exactly.
I love
Yeah.
that song.
It's such a great song, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic song, and that reminds me of that. It's a very, very cool concept. Bob Dylan is also another one of my favorite artists, and he has a song called "One Too Many Mornings," where we're just like, we're always chasing tomorrow. We're always chasing who we want to be. We are never content with what we are, and I think that those concepts kind of intertwine. And I think it's an awesome concept, and I love that.
That concept's cool too. I was just talking to my friend about it, and you know, I have a critique. I have my feelings about the jazz scene, and you know how it's sort of like period music at this point, and it's players that are thinking behind themselves and in front of themselves, but not now. You know,
Right.
you're too preoccupied with what you're trying to do and what everyone did before you. Well, how about right now? It's good enough. Right now is good enough. So,
I agree.
I like
That's an awesome way of putting it, and I really like that's awesome concept.
all right.
All right. Jason Vitelli expands the horizons of our mind every time he speaks.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
All right, which brings us to Teddy Cosmo.
Hi. So this next one that I'm gonna do is my last single that I put out. I have one coming out on Friday, but I'm not gonna play it in for the sake of the live stream. It's in a really weird tuning. So this is the last one that came out. This song's called "Burnout Baby." It was a song that I wanted to try and challenge myself and my best friend who I work with the audio production. And we wanted to try and get a song written, recorded, mixed, and mastered in one day to see if we could do it. So this is what we ended up coming up with. I'm going to move my headphones down so I can hear a little better, but this is Burnout Baby. 3:15 running on dopamine I got from the sitcom I watched on my lunch break 1,000 times before, and it seems to me it's how things will always be. Sunday to Monday, everything's the same. I can't take it anymore. I'm just a little burnout baby. I don't think I'll change. Ask Ask me again tomorrow, maybe the answers stay the same. Always looking for excuses or for someone else to blame. I don't know if I'll let it go. It's still unclear what else led me here, stuck in confusion, just an illusion, as I'm wasting all my time. I'm just a little burnout baby, I don't think I'll change. Ask me again tomorrow, maybe the answer stays the same. Always looking for excuses or for someone else to blame. I don't know if I'll let it go. Maybe if I get sleep, then I'll feel better. Maybe if I were rich, well, I wouldn't have to try. Oh my, look at the time, and I'll shave my head. I will stay in bed if anyone needs me. I'm watching the TV, turning off my phone. I'm just a little burnout baby, I don't think I'll change. Ask me again tomorrow, maybe the answer stays the same. Always looking for excuses or for someone else to blame. I don't know if I'll let it go. Maybe if I get sleep, then I'll feel better. Maybe if I were rich, I wouldn't have to try. Oh my, look at the time. All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you
really
very
made me
much.
feel that song. That was really awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Teddy, did you said that you were attempting to bring that from writing all the way through to mastering in one day? Did you succeed?
Yes, we did succeed. We ended up recording a YouTube video to go with it, but the video's not out because I ended up starting a podcast and it sort of got like pushed to the side. But we did get it done. I think we started the process. Like we started writing in the morning, and then we started the recording process probably about 4:00 in the afternoon, and then it was mastered. It was really, really hard to get it by midnight, but I think we finished around like, I have like a screenshot. It was like 11:43 p.m. So we were able to succeed, but it was very much a crunch time situation.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. And how do you feel it stands within your oeuvre, your body of work? Does it sit alongside the rest of your music nicely, or does it seem like it was a weird experiment?
So with the stuff that we recorded after that day, because my friend that I work with and produce with, he was in town for like a week or so, or like maybe 5 days, and the whole plan was to record a bunch of singles and stuff. But that one was the first one we did. We were just trying to have some fun first to get the jitters out. I still like it, but as far as like like production quality and song quality and stuff, the stuff we ended up recording afterwards is much better. And the first of those is gonna be out in just a couple days here on Friday. But it's got like live drums and a big horn section, and it's just a much more full sound.
Very cool. All right. Well, I can't wait to hear it. What's the name of the one that's about to come out?
The one that's coming out on Friday is called California Letdown.
California.
Wow, I like that title.
Thanks.
Almost sounds like an oxymoron, you know?
Yeah, that was the hope, so I'm glad you said that. That's awesome.
All right. Very cool, Teddy. All right. For those of you at home who are enjoying the song stylings of Teddy Cosmos, stick around. We'll have another song from Teddy before too long. But that completes our second trip around the circuit of the five of us, and that brings us back to the top. So we have Sonya with her third song.
Oh, and I want to thank Annie Stone for listening in spite of her not having her voice today. It's very sweet of you to watch and support.
Yay, Annie! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Howdy, Miss Annie. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So far, all the songs that have been played tonight have been head boppers. Like, I want to play my head, bop my head to all the songs. Well done, fellas. Being the only woman on the show, well done. Thank you. This is from the Pandemic album song. Have we lost battery? What has gone different? All right. I was going out to this club one night, and there was this girl. Had this little bitty skirt on. Said, I guess big girls need loving too, huh? Big girls need loving too. Honey, big girls, we need loving too. Big girls, well, need loving too. Big girls, we need loving too. Bigger the cushion, baby, better the wobbly wobbly. Bigger the cushion, baby, better the wobbly wobbly. Bigger the cushion, better the better. Better the better. Better the better. Big girls, no web design. Honey, big girls know how to play some pool. Big girls, well, like to play guitar. Watch out, y'all. Watch out now. Here she comes. Here she comes. Got her high heels on. Got her hair slicked back. Got a drink in her hand. Popping that gum, headed for the dance floor to make her wobbly wobbly. Move some, huh? Now I'm a big girl, been sent here to rock your world. If you've got a big girl, Please, sugar, treat her right. Honey, if you don't, you ain't gonna get none that night. Said if you don't, she gonna mess you up at night. The bigger the cushion, baby, better the wobbly wobbly. Bigger the cushion, baby, better the wobbly wobbly. Bigger the cushion, better the better. Better the better. Better the better. Oh. The moral to the story is, honey, make sure you get treated right. Or tell him they can't have none at night. You can tell him I said so, all right? And that's the big girl song.
Woo!
Well, Sonya, you know what I was thinking of? I'm sure you've listened. Is such a well-known blues artist from back in his 20s, Bessie Smith.
Oh, thank you for that.
It reminded me of just the directness of it. Just like there's just the visceralness, of what she would do. I felt in what you were doing.
Right on, right on. Appreciate that.
Fantastic. So, Sonya, do you tour? Do you play all around, or
I have
mostly in
not
Austin?
toured yet. I have played very, very, very few places because I'm super introverted and have not stepped out of the box yet. But I do have a passport, so I am ready to go. I just don't want to struggle.
Yeah,
don't
you
wanna
seem.
struggle.
It seems like you and your music are ready to, just plop you in front of a room full of a few hundred strangers. I think you'd have them all in the palm of your hand.
I
Yeah,
would enjoy
absolutely.
being the opening act for some famous act for a good tour. Would be fun for me. The last, I don't know if you know who these are, but the last band I opened for was called the Gap Band here in Austin, Texas, at the Carver Museum.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
familiar
They're
with that. I thought you were going to say the Black Jaguars. They're an Austin band, right?
Not the Black Pumas. No, not yet.
Oh, the Black Puma. Oh, see, that shows how little I know.
No, but you had the visual. You had the cat. You're like, cat.
Yes, I read that. Fantastic. So, what's next for you, Sonya? You just completed your Do Everything Yourself album.
To put out some content for it, because as soon as I put it out, a couple of weeks later, I started a new job. So I'm like, oh, I haven't done nothing with that. Okay, wait. So I have a day job, which I haven't had in, I don't know how long, more than 20 years.
Oh wow. So.
Full-time musician for longer than that.
Yeah, it could be hard having to do all the things.
From one to the other. I think that's the hardest part.
My brain
Right.
has to flip. It's like, work. Oh no, artist. Oh, work. Oh no, artist.
At least you get to look forward to the music during work.
Oh yeah. Except my job is music during work.
Oh, what is your day job?
I am now teaching elementary school kids, kindergarten through 5th grade, music.
Oh, well that.
What?
Well, thank you for that, because we need humanity needs more musicians in the future. So, thanks to you, there'll be some.
Oh yes, there will, because they're already
Oh, yeah.
presenting themselves. I'm like, yes, you can do that. Hold on.
Fantastic. All right, so that was the third song from Sonya, and we'll have enough time at the end of our 2-hour stream here to hear one more song from Sonya at the end. Now we'll move on to our other guest. Let me just make sure his name is correct. Jeremy
Let me make sure
Hubbins.
his name is correct.
All
too.
right. Okay, I think we got it now.
Gotcha. And I have a question. I can play a happy song or a sad song. Which one of you guys would you rather hear? I know the vibe has been kind of light the whole time, but I can bring it a different
I'll leave
vibe.
it for Phil because Phil it goes after you. So whatever you think your song will fit best with.
Oh, let's hear. Well, if you're asking me, let's. I feel like Jeremy wants to play a sad song. He mentioned that it's been pretty light so far, so you can
Yeah.
bring us down, Jeremy.
I'll bring you. I'll pull you down. I'm just kidding. That was an awesome
Damn.
song, Sonya. I had my head bobbing. I was tapping to it. It was really awesome. This song that I'm gonna play, like I said, pull you guys down a little bit. I was trying to play a double picking riff, and I'm not great at double picking. I ended up stumbling across a little riff here, and this is a song called "If That's What You Want." See if I can get it right. I don't believe in saying the end, but is this time in too much? No, come on, let's just start again. But have I lost touch? No, 'cause I feel closer than ever. But is it time to move on? No, I feel like I could never. Don't you say that love is gone, but when I'm trying to sleep, this eeriness begins to creep. My past begins to haunt, but I'll stay gone if that's what you want. I don't believe in balanced dispositions, because nothing makes sense anymore. Everyone has their own interpretations of what love is used for. But when I'm trying to sleep, this eeriness begins to creep. My past begins to haunt. I'll stay gone if that's what you want. Even if I try to forget, even if time moves on, unpayable debt, and I watch my wrongs torn, I'll stay gone if that's what you want. If that's what you want. Gotta let that C really work.
Woo!
Are y'all down yet? Pull you down a little bit?
That was a trip, that song. Tell me a little bit about what the process was of writing it.
So I was going through something very personal with someone, and I was doing everything that I possibly could to recognize my wrongs and make the relationship better again. And the other person just wasn't having any of it. They didn't want to pursue anything else. So I was like, okay, and actually, the way I was like, okay, like the legitimate the text message that I sent that was like, okay, I'm done, was I said, I didn't even mean to do it. I said, I'll stay gone if that's what you want. And I sat there and read it. I was like, holy, wait, let me write a song about that. So I was trying to play a picking song. Song by Dave Matthews, and called Gaucho, and I got it okay there, but I couldn't get it all the way through, and I was also sad because of the relationship that had just fallen apart, and then all of a sudden I just played it. I just literally just played that little riff, and then everything kind of happened. And then the ending, I didn't even I wasn't even, I don't know why I went to something like a little bit brighter at the end. But that's the story behind a lot of the stuff that I write, is that I just don't know. I just
Right.
I feel like a lot of you guys can relate to that. You just feel like you have a really good session, a good writing session or a good playing session, and you just feel how you feel, and whatever comes out comes out. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad, and
Right. But it's accepting yourself at that moment. For sure.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's the name of that one, Jeremy?
If that's what you want.
If That's What You Want.
Yep.
I like all three of your songs were very distinct from each other, and they were all their own very specific thing. So
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Thank you. And a cool thing that I'm trying to do with the album that I'm making is, because shockingly enough, that's going to be on the album that I'm making too, is that I want to make an album that tells like a story of like kind of like a very bright album to beginning, and then it just slowly fades into something that's darker. And there's a lot of happy songs like Tripped Out, Sun Drops. There's a couple other ones, and then they just start fading. And it's almost like as you're listening to it, it's almost like you get tricked. You're like, oh, let's do this album. Oh. It's like as you're listening to it, you kind of like go through all the emotions that you could possibly go through, and then the album is done. And then yeah, I'm super excited about it. I love working on it. My sister's making really cool artwork. It's just like a really fun project that I've got so many people that I'm so grateful for helping me make it, and I'm super pumped about it.
Do you have a name for that album?
The name for the album is going to be called Garden in the Gutter, because
That's right. You said that already.
yeah,
Sorry.
because in that sense, you're in the gutter. A lot of things are crappy, but a lot of times what we need is right around us. You know what I mean? There's beautiful things that are right in front of us that are like a garden. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
a lot of times the outside world can be gross, but what we have in front of us can be beautiful. So
It's like the rose that grew from concrete.
exactly, the dandelion that reaches from the cracks up to the sun and says, please.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right. Garden in the Gutter. I will look out for it. All right. My turn. I am still Phil Robinson. I had to put my hair back for this one because I'm going to play harmonica, and it's one thing singing when the hair is going in my mouth, but the hair interrupts the harmonica playing, and we're not going to have that.
Phil, I put a question mark after Phil Robinson just because you may evolve to not become Phil Robinson by the end of this song.
That's true. I could become a non-corporeal being of pure light energy. Yeah, it's true. It's a good. I appreciate your forethought, J-Talk of Vargon. That's your new identity. All right, so when I perform this song live, I have some shtick, and I say, all right, for this next song, I have a very important question to ask. Before I sing this next song, I have a very important question. Do we have any assholes in the audience? And then right away, everyone points to Jason Vitelli, who's sitting there over him. Like, there's one big asshole right there, and all the hands go up, and we got a table full of assholes over there. It's a whole fun bit. It's harder to do over the live stream, but you can imagine how fun it is at a club. And then I say, I myself am a recovering asshole. I try to do a good job with it. Once in a while, I fall off the wagon. Like, I think I yelled at a service person on the customer support line today. Once in a while, it comes out. Did you ever notice when you walk through the world as an asshole, many of your encounters with other people are with other assholes as well. But when you walk through the world a kind, thoughtful, warm, open-hearted person, you encounter many other kind, thoughtful, warm, open-hearted people as well. So this is a song about that. This is called Karma Parade. All right. First time, second time, always cut ahead in line. I don't think too much, 'cause baby, I'm doing fine. The parts that I play, words they say, I'll go in my way. But going on your way as you travel through the land, do you build your house in stone? Do you build on sand? Do you take the time to try to understand your karma parade? Maybe you don't know you're paving your own road. Every step adds more to your heavy load. One by one you chase them from your home, you drive them away. Now you're searching for the part to you that's soar from the mountaintop to the valley floor. What you find depends on what came before your karma parade. And all of the times that I pushed you aside, well, that was my way to be strong. Now I'm all alone on this highway tonight. I say I love you to a song. Are we enemies or friends? Should I try to make amends? Do I try to fix the world? Try to fix my lens? Are you real to me? Do I just pretend you're not the means to my hands? All the plans I made in darkness and shade, shortcuts that I took, cause I was afraid. Leave me now to lie in this bed I made. Karma parade. Life's an endless stream where all the faces come and go, but my side of things just stays the same. Now I carry my cage with me everywhere I go. I'm the thing that's got to change. Oh. Third time, fourth time, going down the same old line. Am I running free? Am I running blind? Can I find a way to liberate my mind from all of these fears? 'Cause everything I do just comes out the same. Everywhere I go comes out the same. And day after day, more of the same. And Do I detect a pattern here? Life's an endless stream where all the faces come and go, but my side of things just stays the same. Now I carry my cage with me everywhere I go. I'm the thing that's got to change. Whoa. Hey now, I can change now. Change my karma. Hurry. I say hey now, I can change now. Not tomorrow, but today. I say hey, I can change my karma. Hurry. I say hey, I can change, I can change.
Yeah, Phil.
Love the harmonica, man.
that was
Well,
great.
that's my.
It's the two harmonica.
Yeah, this
awesome.
song actually has two harmonicas because the melody needs to span the notes across the two.
That's so cool because, like I said, I'm a Dylan fan, so I love a good harmonica.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, most people see me with a harmonica rack and they're like, oh, Bob Dylan.
I guess
I'm
I'm one of those.
I didn't mean to make fun of you. I just meant that a lot of people, like, that's the first thing they reduce it to. I have that association with Bruce Springsteen. He does a lot of the harmonica on the neck rack, but playing harmonica is kind of my signature. It was a little bit unusual for me tonight to do the first two songs with no harmonica, because usually if I want to like introduce myself musically, I'll be like, here's me playing harmonica. Yeah. For a number of years, I was the front man of a band. I had a band called the Bliss Jockeys, and I wrote the songs. And it's really fun. If you ever have an opportunity to front a band, you should do it when you have all the players behind you making the music, and you're free to just be up front and like get into the singing and all that. And so I wrote all these songs with all these spots for like guitar. This is where the guitarist takes the guitar solo, and that's where the sax solo, and that's the keyboard solo. And then you play a song by yourself, and it's just you and your acoustic guitar, and there's like a whole section in the middle. There's like a hole in the middle of the song where the solo goes. So I quickly learned when I was young, after I graduated college, that I need to be able to play guitar and then take a solo myself if I want to be able to play any of my songs. So that was part of the impetus to learn harmonica. And then about 5 years ago, when I put my band on hiatus, I had a period of about 6 to 8 months, where I took all of my songs and rearranged them for solo acoustic guitar, and I took all the places where there are guitar solos and I came up with harmonica solos. So now I could kind of do it. But that's one of the most fun parts of music is playing harmonica.
I think harmonica has to be played like perfectly, or else it's like an annoying sounding, kind of like a trumpet in my opinion. But you did it so awesome, dude. Like people who think you can just pick up a harmonica and start playing it are out of their mind. It's definitely something you need to hone in, and it definitely sounds like you've done that. And it just adds a different like flavor to the music. You know what I mean? And I love it.
Well, thank you. Well, you will like my upcoming album, because I think it features a harmonica solo on 9 out of the 10 songs. So.
That's awesome. Dude, like I said, I know you're a Springsteen. I think Dylan definitely inspired Springsteen a good bit too.
Oh, absolutely he did. Absolutely.
But I will sit there, like the times they are changing, that whole album has harmonica riddled throughout it. And I can sit there and just, I was listening to it today. I love harmonica. If it's done right. If it's just like whistly and not right, you know what I mean? It's got to fit. But
yeah,
it fits.
Yeah.
It fits.
Well, thank you so much for your kind feedback. All right. So, Jason, am I still Phil Robinson? Did I evolve to the next level?
I think
of
you're still
existence?
Phil. In my book, you're still Phil.
All right. I don't know if
Maybe
that's a
I'm
good.
not
motto.
happy
I'm
about
still
that.
Phil.
Yes, they're very
I'm
happy.
still Phil. It rhymes.
Still Phil. I'm still Phil.
All right, Jeremy Vitelli, whatever your name is.
All right, here's a blues cover that we love to do, Lisa and
Oh, it could be a spoonful of diamonds, could be a spoonful of gold, just another spoon of your precious love to satisfy my soul. Give it up for that spoonful.
Yeah, me cry for that spoonful.
Yeah, they could die for that spoonful.
Yeah, me sigh for that spoonful. Yeah, yeah. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon. Yeah, it could be a spoonful of coffee. It could be a spoonful of tea. Not a knife, not a fork, just a spoon, baby. It's good enough. That life for that spoonful.
Yeah, 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 they cry for that spoonful.
You know they sigh for that spoonful.
Yeah, they die for that spoonful. Yeah,
Yeah. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful.
oh, it could be a spoonful of diamonds, could be a spoonful of gold, just another spoon of your precious love could satisfy my soul.
Could be a spoonful of coffee, coffee, coffee. Could be a spoonful of tea. It's not a knife, not a fork, but a spoon, baby. It's good enough for me. Men die for that spoonful.
Yeah, 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 they cry for that spoonful.
You know they lied for that spoonful.
Yeah, we die for that spoonful.
Yeah, yeah. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was
Is-
so
Love
is-
the
awesome.
harmonies.
Thanks.
Is this this
I tried.
is this is this the same Jason that was super serious when I first met him?
Perhaps.
Well,
Piece of that serious-minded, angry fella.
He's not as,
what?
and I mean this respectfully, dour. But that made his songs emo, and I love emo, and it was really
What,
great.
what would serious Jason from 15 years ago think if he were watching you sing this silly spoon song now, Jason?
Be like, who's that cool guy singing Spoonful?
No!
I want to be like him. Well, guess what? You are him. In 15.
All right. Well, I guess we will leave it for the audience to conclude whether or not Louette has had a good influence getting Jason to loosen up over the years. So, all right, that's Jason Vitelli. So we should say that all this streaming stuff that we do, the two logos up there in that corner, there's Roomful of Sky Music. That's my company. We do lots of music booking, promotion, streams. If you're in the New York area, we do 5 to 8 events each month, live events in person, similar to this, where we take over a venue for a night and we have lineups, 4 or 5 acts, usually myself, Jason, other people We have a huge scene here in New York and New Jersey, so come by. If you're a musician who is in New York, like you, Teddy, we should talk. We should feature you at one of our shows. Sonya, Jeremy, when you're visiting New York, get in touch with me in advance. We'll put you in some of our events. So that's the Roomful of Sky music half of it. The other half, that little pinwheel-looking logo, that's Jason's logo for his company, Music for Multimedia. So wherever the intersection between music and technology is, Jason is a master of both of those domains. So whatever your needs are, you could hire him, and he will deliver for you.
I will need
All right.
to trademark that. That's like the perfect trademark.
The intersection of
The
music
intersection. I like that. I like it.
All right.
You will get royalties for it.
Woot, woot. All right, and which brings us to Teddy Cosmo. So that was my last song of the evening and Jason's last song, and this will be Teddy's last song of the evening, and then we'll finish things off with one more song each from each of our special guests.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move my headphones here. I'm gonna take a quick second to just plug my podcast that I just started. It's called Stereo Spread. I interview musicians from all over, and we just talk about our processes, and they talk about stuff they're working on. So yeah, Annie knows Tina from Tina Town, and she was on last week. But yep, they come out every Monday. Anyway, this song is called Phoebe. It is off my last EP, which was called Ouchie. But it's about going to a concert and getting a little too rowdy, unfortunately. There we go. Scan the room for cigarette smokers I can get some there with. And I'm trying not to kill the buzz, but I mask too much and I fear the bar's too loud. And you tell me that I'm doing fine. Tell me that it isn't just a lie. That I tell myself until things quiet down. Oh, but you're still in Ohio and I don't feel like going out. I'm just gonna stay inside. Gonna turn off all the lights in my mind. I'm just gonna stay inside. Gonna turn off all the lights in my mind. Will you ask me if I'll tag along to watch the girl on stage play your favorite songs? And you know I could use a friend to get me through the week that's been so long. But I threw up at the venue, so your boyfriend drove us home. I'm just gonna stay inside. Gonna turn off all the lights in my mind. I'm just gonna stay inside. Turn off all the lights drinks and get high in my apartment for the night.
We've all had nights like that.
And that was a great closer too. I like that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It was Phoebe Bridgers' concert. I was fortunate to see her back when I still lived in Pittsburgh before she like blew up like crazy, and she like just absolutely tore the house down. It was an incredible show, but I think I drank a little too much, and luckily I didn't get sick until the very end of the concert. But right at the end, I was like, "Whoa, man! All right, I'm never going outside ever again."
Yeah, we've all been there. Oh man.
So what is this podcast? What is it called? Where could we listen?
Yeah, so it's called Stereo Spread. I found it's what one of the mastering plugins in Logic is called, and I thought it was funny. So, but it's a podcast where I talk to different musicians and music producers and even some promoters and stuff like that. We just talk about their musical experiences and journey and process. And it gives me a chance to meet a lot of people and talk to people that I've listened to their music for a long time but haven't had the chance to sit down with them and really pick their brain. But it's on all of the things that you can normally listen to a podcast on. And it comes out every Monday. I think this upcoming Monday, we have the head engineer at Least of All Recordings, which is a direct-to-vinyl place in Brooklyn. His name's Colin McClutchy. He's an incredible person and an incredible engineer, so I was lucky to hang out with him for a little bit and sit down. But yeah, it's on all of the platforms.
Have you done one of those direct-to-vinyl sessions, Teddy?
Yep, that's actually how I met Colin. I was lucky to be able to do that right around when Burnout Baby came out back in, I think I did it in August. And it was a lot of fun. It was actually just got my vinyl that I got for myself. It just came last week, so.
That's great. Yeah, I'm considering doing that as well.
You definitely should. You're in good hands over there for sure.
So Jason and I are familiar with this, but Jeremy and Sonya, Least of All, like Teddy said, it's a direct-to-vinyl, but what they have a service where they invite singer-songwriters to come in, and you basically have a session, and your fans you'll make a list of which songs are available for your fans to order, like a list of 7 or 8 songs, and then people will say they'll order individual ones, and then you record them live in this studio. And each individual song performance is made into a single unique vinyl record, which then that person gets. So each one is a one of a kind.
I have one here.
Wow,
is that
awesome?
Is
That's
that
from
Victor's?
Victor Gerbo, and you can see, here's the vinyl. It's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
You probably
that is
can't
awesome.
see it. It has text on there. You probably can't see it though.
Yeah, Colin asked me to do one as well. There's this big acoustic festival called Porch Stomp every year in June on Governor's Island. Have you been part of that, Teddy?
No, but I've seen, this past summer I had some friends that were going.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty big. A few hundred people go, and they take over Governor's Island. And I think what Colin did, I think he saw which performers were booked to play Porch Stomp, and then he just contacted everyone, because he basically reached out and and then all the other people who played on our stage on Porch Stomp, he also reached out to them at the same time as well. So I plan to do one sometime early 2024, but I haven't done the session yet.
Let me know when you do.
All right.
I'll wanna snag one.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so that brings us to the end of our regularly scheduled 3 trips around the circle. We went a little bit past 9, but you know what? Let's do one more song each from both Sonya and Jeremy. Before we do that, let's do our Roomful of Sky tradition, which is whether it's a live stream or it's an in-person show. We always take our group photo that has all of the performers of the evening. So in this context, it'll be our group snapshot. So Jason, please arrange us.
We are arranged.
Everyone, look as sexy as you can look. Are you ready? All right, hold on. Let me just paste that into my little thing here, and then we'll do.
I'm holding it.
Oh no! Wait, I gotta launch. I gotta paste what I just captured, and then I'll do. Bear with me 1 second. Oh man, that was not good. I was looking the other way.
I was looking down.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
Get it together, people. Here. Get it together. This person is really what I mean. All right. Wait. That was not good. Let me do one more. I did not look sufficiently sexy. Okay. Are you ready? All right. Maybe not sexy, but I'll settle for goofy. Okay. Thank you for bearing with that. For those of you watching at home, our next Songwriter stream is it's always the 3rd Tuesday of the month. So our next one's coming up on November 21st. That'll be our last one for the year. And that one features Johanna Talander, who is the composer of Kalevala, the musical, and she plays harp. She's a fantastic Finnish singer-songwriter. And also Alec Hudson. Johanna, Alec, and then it'll be myself, Jason, and back. No more of this Teddy Cosmo business. We'll be back with Annie Stone on November 21st.
Though we should have Teddy back as an actual real guest, so he can play 4 songs.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Teddy, we could have you back as an actual guest one day.
That'd be fun.
You could ask Sonya. I make the schedule for like the whole year, so I'll like ask you for. Are you free on like August 19th of 2024? And it's like 9 months later, and you're just like, yeah,
It's
sure.
like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll have you back as a regular guest.
Awesome.
All right, so that's all the bookkeeping. So Jeremy, Sonya, which one of you wants to go first?
Well, I figure we stay in the same order. She's been crushing it. I don't want to step on any toes, and I know she's gonna do an amazing job.
Right back at you, brother. I can't step on any toes in this venue, in this realm. My puppy's ready to go potty, so I have to get through. During the pandemic, I wrote a bunch of songs. The song's called Other Side of the Pandemic. And for like 19 months or 14 months, I didn't go outside. I was terrified of outside because it was too weird. I don't know why I can't hear my guitar. It bothers me. Other side of the pandemic, I have learned a few things. I graduated from ASU in May of 2022. SBP Live is now an LLC. Ooh. I got a dog, named her Lucy, back in 2021. Now I'm rocking this acoustic sonic guitar with my new song. New song. New song. New song. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Yes, it's time for generational change. Generational change. Yes, it's time for generational change. Generational change. Stand up, speak out. Stand up, speak out for pride. Stand up, speak out. Stand up, speak out for the babies. Stand up, speak out for your brothers. Stand up, speak out for your sisters. Stand up, speak out. Yes, it's time for generational change. Generational change. Yes, it's time for generational change. Generational change. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate my heart, my heart. If you don't speak out now, when they come for you, there will be no one left standing to protect you. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Stand up, speak out, time for change. Stand up, speak out.
Woo!
I like how you keep us hanging there.
I love how your songs are sort of conversational in the sense of it's very much like what you would say if you were just speaking to us,
Right.
but set to music.
Poetry differently.
Yeah, I really appreciate that kind of writing.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you.
All right, Sonya, what would you like to leave our friends at home with?
Be authentically yourself no matter what, period. Because there's only one you. There's nobody else out there like you. Just be you.
All right, very
I like
good.
it.
Thank you so much for being part of the stream with us, Sonya. And everyone listening at home, follow Sonya on everything.
Absolutely.
She has some music video which features elephants coming up soon, so you don't want to miss that. All right, and now to close out the night, we have Jeremy Huband. I'm trying to think, is Jeremy the youngest person we have ever featured? You might not be the youngest, because remember we also featured Jake Thistle from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Isn't
He was in high
he
school.
also? So Jeremy, you are one of two very young songwriters that we have featured.
What was the girl? The girl that played that she was in high school too. Her father, like you know her father pretty well, I think. She was in Portsmouth.
That's right, Chloe Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I think she was 18 when she appeared. Okay, so Jeremy,
One of three.
as young as you are, you might actually be the third youngest, not the very youngest that we featured on our show. So you're commenting, but you've been alive longer than others who are doing the same on the same path.
And I'm just very happy that I was thought of by Jeff, and very happy to be in such a welcoming environment and listening to some great music, and it's been really fun, really, really fun.
Cool.
Well, it's been great having you.
Yeah, and if I'm ever I would love to. I've never been to New York, so if I'm in New York, I'll definitely, we'll have to link up and at least jam or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, let us know when you come through.
Yeah, for sure. For this last song, I'll just take a little bit of your time. I like to give a little backstory about this song. It also helps with my album Garden in the Gutter. This song is called Dance on Daisies. My aunt and my dad are two of the most influential people in my life, and they came from nothing. They came from very poor and from Eastern North Carolina, and there's been plenty of times where my dad and my aunt went to bed hungry, and it just amazes me that they've built such an awesome family, and and I think about it from being gracious from my end too, even for other things like being here today with you guys. Is just it's a very awesome thing, and this song is about my aunt and about my dad. I've got a verse from my aunt, verse from my dad, and then it's about being grateful. Also, and one little thing is that they both love the movie It's a Wonderful Life. So I added a little clip of It's a Wonderful Life in there as well, because I love that movie as well. So this is called Dance on Daisies, and thank you again. She smiles upon her miracle. The child's mind is spinning around in circles, and she spends her days running through the loopholes so the child can dream. She never worries about trouble, and no matter how hard the day may get, the child never lets her forget. There's dark clouds that make you sad and gray, but I'm gonna love you forever and a day. And love's so good that it makes us crazy. Even in pain we can dance on daisies. And I'll do anything, anything for you. Just say the words, darling, and I'll lasso the moon. I can lasso the moon. He greets every day with a smile. So no matter how high the worries pile, and he spends his time at night thanking each star that lets out light. And he is gracious, gracious for what he has. He can still remember times when things were bad. But love's so good that it makes us crazy. Even in pain we can dance on daisies. And I'll do anything, anything for you. Just say the words, darling, and I'll lasso the moon. I can lasso the moon. Oh, what a wonderful life to live. You've got so much love to give. Oh, even in pain, even if the sky decides to rain, we can dance, we can dance, we can dance. Yeah, 'cause love's so good that it makes us crazy. Even in pain we can dance on daisies. And I'll do anything, anything for you. Just say the words, darling, and I'll lasso the moon. I can lasso the moon. Even in pain we can dance, we can dance. We can dance, we can dance. There we go.
Woo!
All that.
Perfect way to end the night.
that song is on Garden in the Gutter, right?
Yes, it will be.
It will be. Okay.
Yes.
That
That's
strikes
been
me as
Beautiful.
thematically it seems a perfect fit.
awesome. Yeah. That song has been like I've connected with a lot of people through that song, and I'm super. It just adds on to that pile of just of gratitude that I owe to music itself, and um, you know, people that I've connected with through TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and my family. You know, it's amazing, and it's funny because I write these songs for me. Like I don't write them for anybody else, and it's just so cool to have like it's like even if it's like five people, one person is just so cool that it's like it's a very selfish process. Like I write it for me, but the fact that you or anybody, like I said, it'd be one person. The fact that anybody enjoys it is just like so overwhelming for me, and it's amazing, and that adds on to like I'm so grateful that I'm here, and I keep saying it, but I can't say it enough. You know what I mean? It's love. It's all love for you guys, and I felt the love back, and it's amazing.
Totally, man.
Well,
Pleasure.
you are you're a complete how to say it. I'm thinking of the word valid, but I want to have a better word than that. But you have just as much right to be in this community of musicians as any of us. You know, absolutely. You're in the rightful place just as much as anyone else. So, it goes both ways. When you approach us all with gratitude, that's a very positive feeling to be around. So by being so welcoming to others, it's very easy for us to be motivated to welcome you. So I think if you're getting good reception from the world as a person or through your music, I think a lot of it has to do with what you yourself are putting out as a person and through your music.
I appreciate that so much. It means the world to me, and I just want to say shout out to Teddy, Jason, Phil, Sonya. Y'all were absolutely fantastic. Like, this is another thing that I found Jeff. I love finding new music. Like, it's just like so encouraging and so awesome, and it's amazing. It's just like I keep saying it. It is amazing.
Fantastic. Well, we're great to have met you. For the musicians on the stream, Jason in a moment is going to turn off the public stream, and then we could say our goodbyes off screen. But for you, the audience who spent the last couple hours with us, like I said, please follow, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. If you've enjoyed this stream and you want to revisit any of the songs, this video is going to live forever on the Roomful of Sky YouTube channel and on the Facebook page. So, and hopefully we'll see you next month on November 21st. Thank you very much for spending the evening with us. We love you, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye.